Think TikTok is just harmless fun? What if I told you it's systematically brainwashing you? Every scroll, every like is meticulously analyzed to feed you content that only confirms what you already believe, trapping you in a digital echo chamber that's not just narrowing your worldview, but actively destroying critical thinking. Are you ready to admit you're being manipulated? Before you dismiss that as dramatic, slow down. This isn't about intelligence. It's not about whether you're educated. It's not about whether you consider yourself aware. Confirmation bias affects everyone. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, and disagreement consumes energy. When you encounter something that challenges your beliefs, your nervous system reacts first, not logically, emotionally. It tightens. It searches for flaws. It looks for validation elsewhere. Because disagreement creates psychological friction, and your brain prefers comfort over friction. Now imagine an algorithm that understands this about you, not philosophically, mathematically. TikTok doesn't need to know your ideology. It only needs to know your reactions. It tracks how long you pause, what you rewatch, what makes you angry, what makes you comment, what makes you argue. It doesn't care if you agree, it cares if you react. Because reaction equals engagement, engagement equals retention, retention equals profit. The more emotional you become, the more predictable your behavior becomes. And predictability is valuable, not to you, to the system. Let's say you watch one video about a topic. You linger. You don't even like it. You just hesitate slightly longer than average. The algorithm marks that. It tests more of the same. If you engage again, it escalates. Within days, your feed starts to feel curated. It feels accurate, it feels aligned, it feels intelligent. But you're not discovering truth. You're being reinforced. Confirmation bias means you prefer information that agrees with you. The algorithm doesn't fight that bias, it feeds it over and over again, and here's where it becomes dangerous. When you repeatedly see similar perspectives, your perception of consensus shifts. It starts to feel like everyone thinks this way, but it's not everyone. It's a filtered sample, a psychological mirror, polished, refined, reinforced. The friction disappears. Opposing views fade. And without friction, critical thinking weakens. Certainty grows, and certainty feels empowering. But certainty without challenge is stagnation. Agreement releases dopamine. Validation feels like progress. You feel informed, you feel aware, you feel like you're seeing through things. But what you're actually experiencing is psychological comfort. Comfort feels intelligent, discomfort feels threatening. So naturally, you scroll toward what validates you. The algorithm learns this and optimizes accordingly. The more you scroll, the narrower your worldview becomes. Not dramatically. Gradually, you don't feel manipulated, you feel right. And that's the most powerful part. Repetition creates familiarity. Familiarity creates perceived truth. There's a psychological principle called the illusory truth effect. The more often you see something, the more believable it feels. Not because it's accurate, because it's repeated. And repetition is the algorithm's specialty. TikTok isn't evil, it's efficient. It gives you more of what keeps you engaged. But engagement and truth are not the same thing. The real question isn't whether TikTok is controlling you. The real question is this: when was the last time you intentionally consumed something that genuinely challenged you? When was the last time you watched an opposing perspective and stayed? Because growth doesn't come from confirmation, it comes from friction. And if you want more insights into how your mind actually works, you'll find them here.